What's up, everybody? How's it going? Eighth badge in Kalos. Nice. Well, we got nothing here. I was originally gonna play Conquest tonight, chat, but my brain is too smooth for conquesting tonight, so I figured why not keep the streak of pretty good Outbreak shiny hunts going. I've gotten a lot of good ones lately. Oh, hey, it's Goomy. Didn't even know Goomy spawned there. I don't need Goomy, but it's nice to see it. It's still crazy to me, chat. The night and day difference from the update where they fixed outbreaks. Like, before, outbreaks were so bad, and now they're so much better. It's crazy how long we went with that. Yeah, I think this is a big reset. I think this is a reset if I've ever seen one. I might actually come over here. I really want to get Smoliv! I have not seen our small olive friend. Load screen always takes a while. Is it was this load screen to Kitakami that long, or am I imagining things? What's up, everybody? How's it going? 14, okay. Two shiny Scyther and Violet? Nice. Are you gonna evolve any of them? A regional for Smoliv? Don't need Voltorb anymore. Most of these Pokemon are not Gen 9. Well, Tatsugiri is. Tatsugiri definitely is, but that's like the only one. You know, Gen 5 was cooking with the all new Pokemon thing. I'm sorry, but they were. They really kind of were. Might make one of them a Cleavor. That's cool. Scyther has been a bona fide friend of the stream. Every game Scyther shows up, I seem to get it shiny. Also, look at this. Like, why do they have them stacked like this? I barely even saw that Rockruff. Well, nothing in vanilla. Pichu. Oh, it's Chingling. Let's go. Smeagol. Tepig. Oh, there's another hidden one. Zongu. That's like Mike Wazowski censoring. That's Mike Wazowski censoring right there. What's up, everybody coming in? We're looking for a good Outbreak. Definitely a not rolling high today. Yeah, don't need Milcery. Let me tell ya, I definitely don't need Voltorb or Milcery. Chingling is your favorite baby? That's a good one. It didn't even change. Why does that happen? Well, there's a small green fella, but not the right one. Capsicid. Pineco. I think I have Pineco. Can get rid of this. The last time I finally finished up Baxcalibur, so I have the whole Baxcalibur line, which is great. Girder. Shout out to Girder. Kitakami is always barren. There's never any outbreaks here. Okay, Executor, Doduo, Litleo. Well, what the frick? Where are the good outbreaks? Where are they at? Also, today's Thursday, so maybe there'll be some merch news tonight. There was something that cracked me up earlier, chat. The newest Build-A-Bear Pokemon plush is none other than our boy, Bidoof. Which... I'm kind of surprised they picked Bidoof, but also, like, great. Good. Good, actually. Yeah, what's up, everybody? You haven't missed anything if you're just joining. I can't get a decent outbreak to show up at all. Do you want to hear the Bidoof? Do you want to hear it, chat? Do you want to hear Bidoof? I can play it. Bidoof kind of cackles. It's up on the UK Build-A-Bear, so that means it'll be up. Oh, that's a big link. It'll be up later for us. But here, you ready, chat? You want to hear Bidoof?
Bidoof! 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 Bidoof!
Bidoof! Oh, and he comes with flannel, chat. He has a little flannel and a bandana. I might have to get this. I haven't gotten a Build-A-Bear plush in a while. They might have got me. He has a little Pokeball flannel. Oh, it's so good. Let's go. That's so cute. You thought that was me? I would love to put that I voiced Bidoof for Build-A-Bear on my resume. That would be my proudest, most crowning achievement. I wish. Oh, what a cute plush. Alright, well, we continue to have nothing, so can Bidoof, can I get some luck, man? Build a booper. Because normally all the Build-A-Bear plushies are like Charmander, Bulbasaur, the Evolutions, you know, the popular ones. Not that Bidoof isn't popular, but I don't know, it's just a nice surprise. I'd say the only other, like, obscure Pokemon plush that Build-A-Bear has made is, like, Snubble. Wish they made for, like, Detective Pikachu. What red egg thing? Teddy Ursa did get one, I think. I think they did make Teddy Ursa. Gosh, we're not having any luck, chat. Well, I mean, I didn't check. I really want Smoliv to show up. Flygon. Dugong. Dugong and Seal. Well, there's Froakie. I don't know if I feel like doing a water hunt, though. I don't know if I feel like lagging in the water at this current moment. Did that even change anything? It's a Pokeball. It's a Pokeball fast travel point on the map. No, it didn't. It didn't change. Wolfish. Wow, they're giving me a lot of Pokemon. I have no interest in shiny hunting. Ugh. I do actually need a Alolan Vulpix, but I hate the snow areas. I don't enjoy going to them. I had enough for the snow area when we tried to get Frigibacks. Always Gyarados. Gyarados should not be this common. There's Ampharos again. Glaceon. We had Choodle last time. There's Dreadnought. What's up, Cacturn? I did get Frigibacks. Yes, I got Baxcalibur's line done. There's Heracross. Illumise. I don't think I need, like, a 10th nose pass. Dodrio. Wow. It's nothing. Yeah, Frigibacks took like a few hours, but it finally showed up, thank God. Did Smoliv get patched out of my game? It didn't even update. Do I think shiny Pokemon will be as easy to catch in PLZA or Gen 10? Yes. Absolutely. I do. I can't imagine them making it harder. Applin's kind of fun, I guess. I don't need one, but there's Dino. Spoink. Alolan Geodude. Squirtle. Finally. I think this might be my first time ever seeing Squirtle. Oh, I hope this outbreak isn't bad. Like, shiny hunting is just it's just gotten progressively easier and easier. Alright, let's see. What's up, normal shrub? Let's see. Is this gonna be a good outbreak or a bad outbreak? okay. It seems alright. Could be better, I guess. I always hate, like, why am I getting Tepig and Scyther spawning? I really wish outbreaks were more isolated. And Squirtle's one of those Pokemon, like, if I did a sandwich, then I would get Horsey spawning, too. That's a good point, Cacturn. I don't think I ever see regular old Eevee that much, either. Like, look at this. 2 Alolan Geodudes, a Graveler, a Tyrogue, and a Deerling. Bruh. Why is Seadra just chilling? Seadra should be under the water, not just hanging out. What is going on? This game has such weird spawns. Realized I'm fighting Horsey. Do Horsey and Goldeen share the same cry? They sound similar. I'm already having a picnic reset and we haven't even gotten the outbreak down to the first level yet. I need to reset just to get all this trash out of here. I didn't even know Scrafty spawned over here. Geodude hovering above the water seems... incorrect. That doesn't seem like... I don't think Geodude should be there, personally. But, you know, that's just me. What's up, Top? PLZA will have 5 separate areas or one big one like SV. I feel like it'll be divided up like PLA was. Somebody like cut out the map that they showed in the trailer and how it fits into like individual segments, so maybe they'll have like different parts of town divided up. Yeah, I'm barely getting any Squirtle spawning. Oh, that's so annoying. Maybe it'll be like Indigo Disc. Yeah, the way they handled Indigo Disc, they could definitely recreate for PLZA. I wonder when we're gonna get another trailer. I'm seeing people exhaust theory crafting. They need to give us some, there we go, there's our first message. They need to give us some more crumbs. I keep seeing people trying to decipher the gibberish, like, Simlish text that they use. And they've repeated that same text in multiple other things because it's essentially like their lorem ipsum. There's no hidden message to be found. It's just Pokemon gibberish text. It doesn't mean anything. But it's funny, I've seen so many tweets that are like, I've deciphered the Pokemon language. Have you? Have you really? You can't go further. And then you would see an NPC walk right past you, past the barricade. That was great stuff. Man, Gen 6 is a special one. Or was that Gen 5? Or did they both do that? I want to say both of those games have like a bullshit barricade. The barricade in Pokemon that always annoyed me the most was the Sunny Shore one. I always just wanted that guy to get out of my way so I could go to Sunny Shore. The no electricity zone. Why would you even design that in your... Why would you put that in your game if you're not gonna bother to turn all the lights off? Like, half the weird game design things are their own damn fault. Geez, we're really scraping the bottom of the Squirtle barrel here. We're getting more Geodude spawning. Look at this! There's 3 Geodude just hovering above the water. You know, something they're very weak to. You can just feel that they just plop stuff in here. There's not... they don't give it more than, like, any 2 seconds of thought. At least Mushy Mush doesn't need the floaty. It'd be cool if Pokemon could react to the elements. Like, imagine if it rained and all the Charmander would, like, disappear. Oh my god. Actually, they're not weak to the water itself. You know what I mean. God. Oh, man.
Actually, they're not weak to the thing. They're actually, well, you'll see.
Everybody gonna roll out the excuses for dog shit ass games like this. Oh my god. Alright, we got our second message. Even though the game is giving us, like, 2 Squirtle, we can still roll with it. Oh, look at this! Look at all the other Pokemon that are spawning that are not Squirtle. I'm right on top of the Squirtle outbreak. Oh, man. You really win some and you lose some. Sometimes there's really great outbreaks and you can get it in 5 seconds, and then other times you have instances like this. Like, look at the little... look at all the deerling. Oh my gosh. I just need War Turtle. I literally just need War Turtle. Really wish outbreaks had some sort of consistency, you know? I don't think that's too much to ask for. Haven't touched SV since the Love Disc event. I don't think you're the only one that hasn't touched this game in a while. Where there were only 4 Pokemon at most spawning. There's a lot of outbreaks like that. They're just terrible. Sometimes, all the ones in Kitakami I feel like are really, really good for the most part. Except for, I'd say things like Volbeat and Illumise. Any of the night or day spawns are very annoying because there's no way to change the time in this game. So if the sun rises, oh well, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Volbeat. But I feel like Kitakami has so many open areas that makes it very good for outbreaks. Whereas Blueberry has a lot of rocky cliffs, and so does Paldea. A lot of rocky cliffs and just lots of stuff in the way. Especially this particular biome. This the canyon biome in particular has the worst ones. I'd say it's like canyon, polar, coastal, and savanna. That's how I would tier them. The savanna one is my favorite. I like savanna biome the most. That's probably why. That's probably why, straight up. That is probably why. Shiny Squirtle, an easy one to notice, chat. Has anybody gotten Squirtle in this game? Whoops. I always do that. I always go to the portal instead of the picnic. I always do that. I love hearing Pecharunt's pops. I think I said that last stream. Whoever did the sound design for Pecharunt, I applaud you. I know what shiny Squirtle looks like. That wasn't my question. Can you spot it from across the map? So I only need one Squirtle so I can evolve it into War Turtle. "12 hours in and you're getting the hang of it? That's good." It's hard, right? When you make a game, it's like, how handholdy do you want to be? Showing and not telling is difficult. Some Pokemon games are better than others at that. I love Fire Red and Leaf Green, but man, all the tutorial stuff in those games drives me insane. Like, you accidentally hit LRR and it's like, here's your guide. It's like, why this? Why this? Kids played the originals just fine. Wordle's so cute. Wordle's such a cute little fella. Big fan of Squirtle. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I've never played a Monster Hunter game, but they have some cool I like occasionally when I check like Ami or Hobby Link, you know, figure websites, I see a lot of the like cool dragons. It's like they have some cool monster designs. Yeah, it's always a fine balance between, you know, how do you introduce your players to the mechanics of your world? Pikmin 3 is the one Pikmin game I have not played. Pikmin 4 was my first Pikmin game. Tyler and I have experienced 4, 1, and 2, but we haven't played 3 yet. One and 2 are hard. They're the types of games that I can imagine if I played them as a kid, I would have been... Like, I would have liked them, but I also would have been frustrated by them. I don't know if I can go back after playing 4. Like, 4 is so forgiving, and I like that. I actually like that a lot. I don't know, I don't need my games to be, like, mind-numbingly hard. I don't understand why that's something so many people seem to desire. I don't need to have the Dark Souls of Pikmin, you know? I don't get why it's such a sin if a game is, like, not brutally difficult. Like, I guess it's one thing if it's stupid easy. I don't know, I feel like there's a happy medium, you know? But also, I guess sometimes I do enjoy difficulty. Like, it was very satisfying to learn Arceus and PLA. That fight took me a good, like, 40-ish minutes to finally get down, but when I did, it was like, hell yeah. But, like, that's Arceus. That should be a tough fight, you know? And Pikmin 4, I saw a lot of people complaining that Pikmin 4 was very easy. That game does have a lot of difficulty towards the end. The final boss, I thought, was kind of annoying. I don't know, I feel like Pikmin 4 towed the line really well. And some of the Dandori battles were tough. Especially versus Louis. I had to restart against Louis. Louis. I remember Pikmin 1 as a kid, like, I really wish I had played it as a kid. There's so many games, chat. I think about this all the time. There's so many games that I would have absolutely loved and probably had such a stronger connection to, way more nostalgia if I had played them as a kid, but I just didn't for whatever reason. Like, how would I feel about Mario Sunshine if I had played it as a kid? Mario Sunshine's one of those funny games where it's like, people either love it or they hate it. Or maybe I would have mixed feelings about it like I do with Galaxy. I don't know why I never played Sunshine. Like, I had a GameCube. I was very loyal. I've always been loyal to Pokemon. No matter what it was, I've played most Pokemon games that have ever come out. I was there for Coliseum. Hell, I got Pokemon Dash. Nobody's been more in the Pokemon trenches than child me playing through the epic game Pokemon Dash. Tepig, you were already great, Tepig. You were a certifiable friend of the stream, my friend. I got you shiny. It's all good. You don't need to show up anymore, pal. Brendo. Pokemon Dash is like a $2 iOS game. That was one of the first video games I remember actively not enjoying. I was still very young, too, so when a little kid plays a game and they're like, wow, this is terrible, that's how you know. That's how you know. This is super random. I saw a clip. I see clips from it on and off, but I wish I had played the SpongeBob games. That clip of Miss Puff going, "Don't ask questions you aren't prepared for the answers, SpongeBob." Like, they're weirdly nostalgic, even though I've never played them. I guess they remind me of that era. I could see a Pokemon Mario Kart working if they did it right, but Pokemon Dash is not... It's not it. Pokemon Dash is not, that's not the way. It is not the way. Whoops. I miss Squirtle's really scrunkly Gen 1 sprites. Where it had like beady eyes and a big tail. Here, I got it, chat. I have a genius idea. We need to... somebody contact Masuda immediately. Pokemon Mario Kart, except everybody is a Charge-a-Bug. It's just all Charge-a-Bug. That would... First game to ever sell 5 billion copies. I mean, that could even work. I talk about this all the time. I'm just... I would love a Pokemon party game, chat. I honestly think that could work. Like, take all the mini games from Pokemon Stadium that are beloved, and then make, like, 25 more. You could have the Charge-a-Bug racing in my hypothetical Pokemon party game. It would be great. It's a shame they don't experiment more with Pokemon spin-off games. I don't know, would you call Pokken experimental? I mean, we barely get any... I'm telling you, chat, they all think, like, Pogo, Unite, those are all the current side games. That's why we don't get any new ones anymore. Where's Mystery Dungeon? Where's the new Ranger? This is, in fact, Beta Wooper, aka Booper. No, I'm Groudon. This is actually Kyogre. Would I know the difference? Yes. Regice isn't even the worst shiny. That would be a Let Kid. Kyogre. Aggron. You wish they did with Scarlet and Violet? I have a mile-long list of things I wish they did in this game. What's up, Shadow Wolf? Beta Pokemon. That would have been awesome. There's so many cool beta Pokemon that we lost. Not just Booper, of course, but that little tiger cub. All the beta babies. Say that 5 times fast. Like, baby Growlithe, baby Vulpix. Etc., etc. Gumi's your favorite Pokemon? That's a good one right there. I love Gumi. Gumi might be one of the few pseudos where I actually think I like Gumi more than its evolved forms. Beta Pokemon in the sequel. How are they gonna bring alphas back for PLZA? How does that work in a city? You like Sliggoo more than you like Goodra? Sliggoo is fun too. I love that Gumi evolves in the rain, though. That's one of my favorite. Like, for every annoying friendship evolution or whatever they tried doing with Galarian or Runerigus. I always want to say Coffagrigus to Runerigus. Like, I dig the vibes, the rainy vibes. If you don't have salty herba, what could you use instead? I don't know why they made salty the most important one. I find that very frustrating. The herba in general. Like, seriously, would it kill them to ever have an event where you can get herbas from raids? But to answer your question, I have no idea. I always have to look up a guide every time I make a sandwich, the few times that I do, because I just can't remember. I think if you don't use salty, you have to use more of a different herb. I find the sandwich recipe stuff to be kind of convoluted. Like, I shouldn't have to have an outside source to tell me. Like, would it have been so difficult for the game to have, like, a handy thing? I don't know. Like, Pokemon relies so much on outside information, whether you're doing competitive, getting information about shiny hunting and shiny odds. Yeah, the game should let you save recipes. Exactly. Like, it's like the fact that you can't see your timer when you're in a picnic. It's just so many little things like that drive me insane. I mean, the Kanto starters gave you a few herba. It was not a dedicated... I'm talking like a fully dedicated herba raid. The few herbs I got from fighting Venusaur and Blastoise wasn't really what I had in mind. I mean, I'm glad they're there. I'm not sure why they restricted every other past raid to having no herba drop. Event raids, of course. Referring to event raids. Before anybody actuallys me. They probably thought it'd be fun to make sandwiches complex that way. The children, they're going to love making sandwiches. I could see that being the case, Silver. I really could. We want them to savor making sandwiches with blue Pop Rocks and 1 avocado. Nothing more delicious than some Pop Rocks and 1 gigantic chunk of bacon. Playing some Radical Red, nice. There's so many, you know, besides all the, you know, disgusting graphics and poor performance, there's so many little things that they could have added to make this game so much better. Or so many features that it's like, why are they not here? It just kills me every time you can't check your timer when you're in a picnic. Like, what are we doing here, guys? What's up, Artemis? Like, why do I have to... If you do Masuda in this game, you basically have to keep 2 timers. You have to have a timer for your sandwich. Your egg sandwich. And then you also have to have a timer for how often you check your basket. It's like, this is... trash. You got shiny Necrozma earlier? Nice. Shiny Frostmoth. I kind of wish they... If there were a few shinies that I could redo... I know everybody would go to the obvious ones. Gengar, Garchomp, blah, blah, blah. I've made peace with shiny Garchomp, okay? But I would definitely change Frostmoth and Snoms. I don't know, I don't hate shiny Snom, but also... I wish it was just a smidge more easy to shiny hunt, you know? You like Frostmoth shiny? I guess it's subtle. Not all subtle shinies are bad. You don't like shiny Citadel? I've always liked Citadel shiny. Or orange creamsicle Cramorant. Ooh, Larvesta, are you shiny hunting it in this game, Mimikyu? Because it's really easy to get in this game. It's also a great shiny. I might like Larvesta shiny more than Volcarona. I love the little frills on it turning yellow. If you're in the desert, it's really easy to get Larvesta shiny. I have like 5 of them. It's a nice, easy peasy hunt. I actually still need Cramorant shiny. I haven't gotten Jimmy shiny. For shame. You're at 600 eggs for Lunatone. Oh, I hope you get it before 1,000, Braylon. Cram is your favorite shiny of Gen 8? What are some other good shinies from Gen 8? I can't I can't think right now. I kind of like Inteleon shiny. Oh yeah, Appleton, you're right, you're right. You're right. Shiny Rillaboom. I do kind of like the bright green color. Oh yeah, Wooloo. Wooloo's got a good one. Ooh, I got one, chat. Here's one I wish I could shiny hunt. If they didn't lock it. Spectrier. I really like Spectrier, chat. That's one of those Pokemon that I'm very fond of. Spectrier is awesome. It's just a cool, majestic, spooky horse. I respect this. I really like Spectrier. A Calyrex's shiny isn't that bad either. Glass Tears is not as good. I do like it though. I like both horses. It's funny, Calyrex is so silly. That is such a goofy Pokemon, and then they have it ride a horse. And yet somehow I feel like it kind of works. That is just funny. The horses go back to their regular colors when they fuse with... That doesn't surprise me at all. Little oversight there. Oopsies. Yeah, the ghost hooves are a nice touch. Yeah, I really like Spectrier. That's probably one of my favorite legendaries as of late. I would love to be able to shiny hunt it. Is meh, don't like the gold. Yeah, I really have no idea why they shiny locked the legendaries in the DLC. I wish they would give us explanations. Like, where's the patch notes that are like, why'd you guys do this? Walk me through the decision-making process here. Oh yeah, they did throw money away by doing that. Several people came to my chat when Blueberry came out and were like, I'm not buying the DLC because they shiny locked everything. And I think that's totally valid. I think that is absolutely valid. And there was a comment earlier that's like, why play this game if you hate it? First of all, I don't hate this game. It is deeply, deeply flawed. But like, also, I'm shiny hunting. Game Freak doesn't exactly make it easy to boot up old titles from them that I actually love and adore and shiny hunt in those. Like, I don't have a DS capture card. How am I supposed to boot up, like, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, dude? I can't, unless I emulate it, and I don't like emulating shiny hunting on emulators. Just not something I like to do. Because then I'd have to figure out how to transfer it all the way. Like, it's just, I just don't want to do it. Yeah, we probably would have been shiny hunting legendaries right now if they were unlocked. I mean, I still regularly do Dynamax adventures. Also, where am I gonna get Squirtle easier than this game? Like, this game makes shiny hunting super duper easy. I would have considered it for like Cubfu and Spectrier. Even though Cubfu shiny makes me very, very sad. Yeah, I still need to get Arceus. I still need Arceus, Darkrai, and Shaman from BDSP. I don't know, maybe I'll do some more Shaman attempts soon. I've been thinking about doing more Shaman attempts. I should time you out for that, Tyler. I should actually ban you from my chat for that. Yeah, cause going for starters in Let's Go has definitely never gone horribly wrong for me. Definitely have never had any notable shiny fails playing the video game Let's Go Pikachu. Maybe if I specifically looked for Squirtle instead of Spearow. I just wanted Spearow, man. It's not my fault they don't put Spearow in any games anymore. I gotta go back to the remakes of 4 and 1 if I dare want to get my boy Spearow. Best Gen 1 bird? Are you saying Spearow is the best Gen 1 bird? Because... agree. Actually, I'd probably say Fearow. I'm Fearow's strongest warrior. I'd say Psyduck counts. A duck is a bird. I mean, I do like Pidgey's line. It's not to say I hate Pidgeot. I don't. I just think in the grand scheme of things, my boy Spearow gets left out in the cold compared to Pidgey's line. I mean, Pidgey hasn't really gotten anything lately either. Pidgeot has a Mega Evolution, and that's it. Barely been in any recent games either. Or Pidgeot, if you want to go by the Poké Raps pronunciation. They got me, by the way, chat. But I got a copyright claim for the Poké Rap GS on my last VOD on YouTube. They fucking got me, dude. They got me. So if you go back and watch that VOD and there's just an awkward like cut, that's I had to get rid of it. I'm sorry. I barely even played that song. I played it for like 5 seconds and they got me. Shaking my head. No fun allowed. Ooh, I like Doduo and Dodrio a lot too. They're underrated as well. At least they're in this game. I was finally able to get Doduo and Dodrio shiny. Another reason why the savannah is my favorite biome. Aggron. Aggron is one of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon. Straight up. Look, Aggron's one of those Pokemon where if I think about it randomly, I'm like, oh, I should play through Gen 3 and use Aggron again. Does that ever happen to you, chat, where you see a Pokemon and it, like, inspires you to want to go play whatever gen it's from or you primarily associate it with? I've been thinking a lot about Talo and Swellow, too, for some reason. There's a lot of birds that are MIA right now. Abomasnow in Gen 4, that's funny. Aggron is way cooler than Rhydon. Also, Aggron's cry. Aggron has one of the most iconic Pokemon cries. It always makes me think of, like, Western. It just sounds Western to me. Always thought it was cool, but never used it in a playthrough. Ooh, there's definitely a lot of modern Pokemon that I could say for that. Because back when I was a kid, I had all the versions. Sometimes I had, like, multiple copies of the same version that I would just replay. Like, I've used all the starters in, like, every early gen a billion times. And through, like, randomizers, I've used, like, all the Gen 5. I think 6 is when my multiple playthroughs kind of started tapering off. I mean, I played through Y, but that was randomized. My starter in Pokemon Y was Swalot. My favorite starter, dude. I love Swalot. So I think when I do my vanilla playthrough of Pokemon X or Y, I haven't decided which version or whenever that will happen. Probably closer to the launch of PLZA, so it's fresh in my mind. I think I'm gonna pick Fennekin, because I've never really used Fennekin before, even though I like the wizard vibes that Delphox provides. Yeah, I picked Froakie in my first playthrough of X. So my starters for Gen 6 were Froakie and Swalot. Name a better duo. I'll wait. Heyo. Mawile. Mawile's really cool. It's kind of crazy how hard they went with both Mawile and Sableye. Like, Granite Cave goes hard. Granite Cave goes unbelievably hard. Olimar and Moss. True. Yeah, Mawile's in Sword, but since I played through Shield, I tend to never think about it. In Gen 8. That Tyrogue's just having a sit. Why Mega Evolution is bad? You mean in terms of when it's gone, the Pokemon goes back to being trash? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, because Mega Mawile is actually one of my favorite Mega Evolutions. But yeah, you're right. Like, when Mega Evolution comes and goes, it kind of leaves Mawile stranded. There's so many Gen 3 Pokemon that I don't understand why they passed over for, like, Auraz Mega Evolutions. Like, why did they pick Glalie over Walrein? Glacia's ace was never Glalie. They retroactively changed her ace because they didn't give Walrein a Mega Evolution. I hate that. Justice for Walrein. Yeah, Justin, there's a lot of weird things that they did about terastallizing. Like, I like terastallizing. It might be my favorite of the recent gimmicks. But, like, how grindy it was to get shards and how annoying it is to change your Pokemon's Terra type. They came up with a neat idea and then made all the wrong decisions around it. Like, why is it rechargeable? Why do you need 5 bajillion shards? Why do you have to go to one specific place to change a Terra type? Like, again, it's one of those things where it could have been so much improved. How little you use it. I've mostly only ever used it in raids. It's not something I've ever... Again, this game is definitely not hard. So, it's not like you regularly needed to rely on terastallizing to win. Yeah, they had a limit, too. It's like, what are we... Why? It's like, this is the main gimmick of your generation. Flaunt it. It's not like it's super broken. It's not like you could have used Mega Kangaskhan in every battle in Gen 6. Like, what are we doing here? Very strange. What do you prefer, chat? Do you prefer terastallizing or did you like Dynamaxing? You guess. Yeah, they're both okay. Dynamaxing, I feel like, fits the vibe of the hyped up stadiums in Sword and Shield. I suppose. They made Mega Evolution today, you'd have to wait until that Pokemon was max happiness. I mean, that would make sense lore-wise. Even if it would probably be pretty annoying. Terra is a better gimmick in terms of battling. I definitely like terastallizing from, like, somebody who enjoys watching VGC. Because with Dynamaxing, a lot of Dynamax types were just bad. I mean, you don't exactly see a lot of, like, terastallized bug type, but it gives you more tools to work with to protect Pokemon, like, Heatran or like Garchomp being 4 times weak to ice, stuff like that. I should have said Landorus. No, my boy Garchomp got power crept real quick. Yeah, Top, I feel like for the atmosphere they were going for with Gen 8, it was pretty fitting. I do think a lot of Gigantamaxes were kind of mid, though. Like, I like Dynamax. But a lot of the forms that they gave for Gigantamax is kind of, Like, how long do we have to wait for Machamp to get another go at something after that awful Gigantamax it got? Dynamax and Terrastalizing, I feel like both have really good music. Or maybe I'm thinking more like Dynamax Adventures. They're both very over the top, though. One, your Pokemon literally becomes a giant. And then the other is very glittery, sparkly, particle effects. They're both very much in your face. What gimmick do they go with from here? I wonder. I guess Mega Evolution. Well, are they gonna have competitive for PLZA? Like, I don't know. PLA didn't have competitive. There's just too many questions. Abilities gimmick. Yeah, is it gonna be something like bright and flashy in your face? Oh, was there any Pokemon merch news? Let me check. Stickers. The Koraidon and Miraidon promo. But it's just like stationary stuff. Not that interesting. Man, I sure have seen a lot of the Miraidon motorcycle today. Like, I get it. Well, if you ever wanted a legendary, motorcycle bike dragon clipboard, I've got great news for you, chat. They want it to be a spectacle, yeah. I mean, terrestrializing, I'll give the game this, like, the rock textures might be the ugliest thing you've ever seen, but when you terrestrialize, it's very beautiful. Like, they put just the right amount of sparkle, lots of pretty particle effects. They did a great job with the presentation for terrestrializing. The translucent hats are all funny and pretty and charming. Like, Regidrago having the little hat on its, like, dragon arm is very funny. A few Pokemon's terrestrialized crowns, like, actively move. That stuff is great. The crowns you would change? Which ones? I feel like for the most part I like them all. If there's anything I would change about terastallizing, it would be the icons on the online. I don't think they're clear enough. I think too many of them look similar to each other. It's funny, they'll make this game stupid easy. Like, Larry's Staraptor literally only has 2 moves. Like, it has, like, Aerial Ace and Facade. Guys, it has a level 30-some-odd Staraptor with 2 moves. So they'll do that, but then they'll also have the types all just look the same. Even if you've played this franchise since, like, day 1. They're needlessly confusing. Like... Why? Why do they all... Like, normal... looks... I don't know. I don't get why they even silhouette the Pokemon. Like, they did that in Sword and Shield, too. Like, if you go to a raid den in Sword and Shield, it's just a silhouette, and I don't like that. Why is it a guessing game? Like, most of the time, you can tell, but sometimes some Pokemon have scrunkly little sprites, and it's like, who is this? Who is this, actually? The Steel Axe. What's the best Terra hat, chat? I like the fire type one. The bug one with the antenna is very cute. The electric light bulb is fun. The psychic type eye. I don't know. Honestly, the most underwhelming one might be Dragon. I like the big goofy ring pop for normal type. The poison skull and crossbones is always a certifiable classic. Reminder chat, just because it's it's really funny. The latest Build-A-Bear Pokemon plush is Bidoof. If you ever wanted to go to Build-A-Bear and build Bidoof and give him a little Pokeball flannel, I've got great news for you. Oh, I love the fly, because it's a takeoff of Flying Pikachu, Balloon Pikachu. That's one of my faves. I'm surprised they didn't do water as like a surfboard. love Golden Go so much. Golden Go brings me great joy. Come on, Squirtle. I finally get Squirtle to show up and then an hour and a half later and it still doesn't want to be shiny. Probably would be helpful if I had like 50% less Geodude spawning, but you know. I do too, Taylor. I could pop a sandwich, I suppose. I had to do it for Frigibacks. Outbreaks taketh and outbreaks giveth and they taketh. Sometimes I've gotten great luck with them. I just roll up and there's a shiny, and sometimes it's like 2 hours later and nothing, you know? But then I would also get Seadra and Horsey spawning. Which is a bit unfortunate. Pecharon's poppin'. Let's go. I love that so much. It's so weird to see Scizor just casually walking around like I remember how tough it was to get Scizor back in like Gen 2. Especially if you only had one Game Boy. If you didn't have another one you could trade yourself. Or a friend you could trade with. You find like Metal Coat in that one cave. Or isn't Metal Coat like a 5% drop on Magnemite or something like that? Alright, I might have to do a sandwich, chat. I might have to desperate times call for desperate measures. Anything to get these Deerling, Graveler, and Geodude to stop. Alright, let's save. Hold on, I gotta find the, Sandwich guide. So water types take a cucumber. Okay. We gotta make the sandwich. Sure would be nice if I could have all these saved and never have to look up the guide ever again, but, you know. Cucumber and then salty and spicy. Man, I'm down to 12 salty herbs. No. No! Yum yum, pop rock sandwich with 3 cucumber. Oh god. Oh, Pecharunt's popping in the background. Pecharunt is so excited for this sandwich. Pecharunt is so excited. I love how this game is like, if you drop ingredients on the plate or on your picnic table, they're gone forever. They go to the shadow sandwich realm. But yet my trainer can take all these, could just have a picnic table in her backpack, along with tons of ingredients. Alright, let's see. First thing I saw was 2 Geodudes. Not a great start. If I get Horsey, I'm gonna be very sad. If I get Horsey, I'm gonna be really sad. Yeah, this sandwich is doing nothing in terms of encounters. Great. Boy. This is gonna be a long year. I'm gonna just start doing Ironmon Nuzlocke instead. Oh, this is a really terrible outbreak, chat. It's gotta be said. Really terrible outbreak. I'm shiny hunting Squirtle. A Squirtle that will evolve and instantly become War Turtle. How is War Turtle one of my favorite middle starter evolutions, and yet I don't have it shiny? I have Squirtle and Blastoise and not War Turtle. What went wrong here? Yeah, I just need the one, Tyler. Is that one off in the... You see him off in the distance. No, you're not shiny. The sandwich is not helping the spawns, by the way. Oh boy. Not one bit. I can't believe I complained about Geodude hovering over the water and 2 people got, like, actually'd me over it. That's fucking crazy. They float. Yeah, you don't say. The 1,000 Pokemon video TPCI put out. That has played in a few, like, VGC events. I've seen that video a lot. It is a good video, though. I agree. Especially since it celebrates Golden Go. A little bit. My boy. Whoops. They're extremely janky. I mean, I ran into that Squirtle. That was my fault. That was on me. But sometimes, especially the Pokemon that have the weirdest hitboxes in this game are sleeping ones. I've ran into a sleeping Pokemon under a tree like 10 miles away. I don't know what's going on there. We got 23 minutes left. So far, nada. So far, there is absolutely nothing of note to report. I've never done that spawn trick thing where it's like, if you have 16 Pokemon, then there's a shiny. I've never done that. I don't know, it just doesn't seem applicable to a lot of these. I don't know. I don't want to sit here and just count them out. Yeah, I don't know enough about it either. I know it works. I know it's a valid good thing, but it's never something I've messed with. I mean, most of these shinies you could tell. Like, I don't need an audio signal or anything like that. Most of them you can just tell. There are a good handful of ones that are terrible and you have to be right on top of them to notice, but so it's not usually like a problem, but there's a drum part of this song that reminds me of Mario Sunshine. One of the songs from Mario Sunshine. Like Like, I'm getting, like, Tepig, Tyrogue. Princess Peach pre-order bonuses are up. Target gives you a cup. Oh, hell yes. How did they know? That's just what I wanted. What else is there? I kind of like the hair scrunchies, TBH. Like, those are pretty cute. Imagine you're a kid going and you get to get some hair scrunchies. Like, that's fun. I like that. An acrylic stand. Acrylic stands are a really popular thing in Japan. They sell tons of acrylic stands of, like, different characters. And I don't know. They're kind of boring. I guess it depends. Best Buy gives you an acrylic stand, Walmart gives you scrunchies, and Target gives you a cup. Is it a plastic cup? Expand more on this cup, please. Is it like a metal tumbler? Because that's what I got for pre-ordering Pikmin 4 from Walmart. It's a sippy cup? That's funny. Has anybody played the Princess Peach demo? Is it any fun? It's not a game I would want to spend actual money on, but yeah, let me see the cup. Oh, it's like a little... It's like a baby Starbucks type of cup. It's got a straw. I mean, that's kind of cute. I think I like the scrunchies the most, though. I'm telling you, the Mario Wonder trading cards is one of the best pre-order bonuses we've gotten in a long time. I miss those. Although it did make me a little bit salty when I didn't pull the limited edition Elephant Mario. If only. I could have gotten like $1,000 if I had pulled Elephant Mario. It would have been so cool. Yeah, Pokemon pre-order bonuses nowadays are like, you can have 5 potions. Would you like to have 5 potions and 20 Pokeballs? Vanilla Pokeballs? Oh boy! Yeah! Yay! Yippee! I have all of the Japanese art books, so if you pre-order from like the Pokemon Center in Japan, they usually give you an art book. And they're really nice quality. They're not like little shit, trash, cheap garbage. They're actually hardcover, nicely printed little art books. And I have the one from PLA, which has Arceus and like Unknown on it, and it's holographic. It's shiny. Really pretty. And I have the Scarlet and Violet ones are so great because it's the Scarlet and Violet books. So they're in the style of the books with Koraidon and Miraidon on them. They're so cool. It's like, I would kill for us to get those here. That would be awesome. And they usually get like a figure or a card too. Like Detective Pikachu 2 actually came with a pretty sweet card in Japan. They had to trick people into buying that game. They were like, here, we'll give you a really nice card. And I think it came with a flocked Detective Pikachu figure. which is really cool. I really like flocked figures. There's not enough figures that are flocked. I have a Slowpoke flocked figure that's very cute. Alright, we're down to 16 minutes. Man, Squirtle is big betraying. Is it because I said I don't like Mega Blastoise? Is this why this is happening? Squirtle is like, how dare you? But I like G-Max Blastoise. Fellas, listen. Squirtle, listen. Yeah, G-Max Blastoise is really neat. I don't think this is a hot take, but G-Max Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise are all really cool. I probably like G-Max Venusaur more than Mega Venusaur as well, actually. I just think they're neat. G-Max Blastoise kind of reminds me of like a Mario Galaxy level. Mario would rocket off, land on G-Max Blastoise, and then have to navigate all of its cannons shooting out bullet bills. And they were obsessed with having bullet bills follow you, heat-seeking bullet bills, and then breaking a glass container with a warp star, or Luigi in Mario Galaxy. I don't know, I like Mega Charizard X and Y, but I like G-Max Charizard too. Come on, Squirtle. Thank you for cheering me up, Petulant. No, I haven't finished Conquest yet. I probably will do that this weekend. We have the ice area and the steel type guys to fight next, and then I assume we fight Nobunaga? I don't know. That's the... I've said this before. I know so little about Conquest, I'm not really sure when the game ends. I did grind off screen though, so there will be a lot of different evolved Pokemon on the team when I come back. That game does not give you great options to grind. Which is crazy because if you don't use passwords, how are you supposed to beat that game? I want to like Conquest. There's a lot about it that I actually do really like, and then there's a lot about it that I find clunky and unintuitive and slow. Like, I don't mind grinding if it's satisfying. Like, fighting one lady with an Ekans and that's it. Like, that's not satisfying. I actually don't mind, like, fighting the castles, but when you fight them, you win. So it's not like I can go back and fight them over again. Like, I just don't feel like they give you any good options to grind in Conquest. Conquest is a game where I see why people like it, and I see potential in it if they just tweaked a few things. I evolved that worthless girl companion's Jigglypuff into a Wigglytuff, I'll tell you that much. She has Galvantula too. I had her catch a Joltik from before, so I evolved it into Galvantula. I got the guy that had a Charmeleon, I evolved his Charmeleon into Charizard. I have a few guys that have Emboar now. Do I have a Superior? I think so. I got Garchomp. I'm trying to remember what else. I also looked at, like, all the legendaries. Like, you can get Terrakion and a bunch of legendaries in the game, and it's so unintuitive how you get them. Like, Terrakion... I wish I could remember exactly what you have to do, but it's like... How would anyone figure this out? Who knows? Maybe the game will tell you. I doubt it, though. They don't tell you about any of their other mechanics. Pecharunt coming right up to my player character is very funny. Lore accurate. Lore accurate Pecharunt. Pecharunt is a cat that just wants treats and attention. Taylor, I forgot to tell you, our favorite pal Centro, I saw a Twitter Blue subscriber locked away tweet. You know when you're on Twitter and you can see when people, like, gatekeep a tweet behind a paywall, and it says, you could read, like, the first sentence of it, and that's all you can read? It said something, Centro said something like, "There's a new rumor of a black and white remake game." It's like, Uh-huh. Is there now? I've also seen some fake Nintendo Directs today, chat. I guess we've hit the point where people are now ready for another one. You're so over Pokemon leakers. Same. Like, paywalling your tweets that you steal the sources from other people is truly insane. It's like, what rumor from who? Oh, hey guys, I heard there's gonna be a new Nintendo Direct, and they're gonna announce, Mario Odyssey 2, Super Mario Galaxy 2, Bundle Edition, and, a new Star Fox game, and a new F-Zero game, and Metroid Prime 4 will definitely be there. My uncle who works at Nintendo definitely told me this. Very real, 100%. Mother 3D. I cannot see that being, at least for this year. Like, maybe they will, in fact, just do a Ilka BDSP for Gen 5, which, yuck. But I think if it was coming out this year, they would have announced it, because you want to get the marketing cycle going. Like, I don't think enough people think about these things from a money-making standpoint. If you're Game Freak, why would you not want to start hyping people up now to buy your product? Why would you release it with a short window? Animal Crossing New Leaf HD. Chat, speaking of Animal Crossing, Taylor and I watched a very funny and interesting video yesterday. I should link it in the Discord. It's a good video. I should link it in the Discord. But they conducted a survey and got over 1 million votes for the most popular and least popular Animal Crossing villagers. And it pretty much went how I thought it would. But there were some interesting things in there. I had some observations. But you'll never guess, chat, that the most popular villagers were almost all cats. And then the least popular villagers were all gorillas and mice. And hippos. I told Tyler before the video started, I was like, the least popular villager is going to be a gorilla. I'm telling you this now. It is going to be a gorilla, and lo and behold. Also, not only was it a gorilla, chat, it was a gorilla named Jane. She was only in, like, City Folk or something like that. She hasn't appeared in any recent games. But her name was Jane after, like, Jane Goodall. And she had to be drastically changed from her Japanese appearance, because her Japanese appearance was not great. But there's one thing I noticed about the top, or the least popular Animal Crossing villagers from 25. It was almost all either hyper masculine villagers or hyper feminine villagers. So all of the women that were in the bottom list had like big pink lips, like lots of lipstick, and then a lot of the male villagers that were in the bottom all had like beards, were ugly. I just thought that was funny. Like, nobody likes the ugly ass, like, big lipstick or the creepy ones. Hold on, let me find it and I'll post it if anybody wants to watch it. It was a good one. Yeah, it was the top 25 was all like what you would expect. You know, the new wolf villager. What's her with the sunglasses? Bob was in there. Stitches was in there. Goldie, Punchy, Shino, Anka, Lolly was in there. But yeah, if you like Animal Crossing, it's a good watch. Oh, Clyde. You want to know who was one of the least popular ones? Clyde. I had Clyde in my New Horizons village. Town, whatever. Clyde, the yellow horse. Gotta say, Clyde was one of the first ones I booted off, so... That's funny. I got rid of Clyde with haste. I love Anka. I don't let the memes about Anka ruin my love for her. She's great. Her and Bob were both like together, and I have both of them on my island, so. None of the sheep were in the top 25. No love for my boy Pietro. What's up, N Horm? M Horn. Horm. I said Horm. It's kind of interesting how many Animal Crossing villagers just like don't ever get put in new games. Like there's a lot of them that are really old. Obscure. That's the right word. Obscure. That are very obscure. That never got put in any, like Jane. Number 1, Jane. Jane was only in an original, one of the older titles and has never been in a new one. All the wonderful Pokemon gaming streams, no problem. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm surprised no sheep made the top 25. Dom wasn't in there either. Was Raymond in the top 25? I can't even remember. I feel like the chickens aren't as popular. I had a chicken on my start when I first started New Horizons. I never had any of the eagles. The eagle with the black jacket was in the top 25. I don't remember his name. In the video, he said a lot of the least popular villagers all were, like, snooty. They had the, like, snooty or snobby. I don't understand why Animal Crossing has to typecast, like, every character has to be put into one very basic category. It just feels very limiting. I like Flurry a lot. The little white hamster. She's very cute. I don't know, Animal Crossing's got a lot of great designs. It's a shame they don't do much with them. Nibbles. Wow, that sandwich was a big bust, chat. There were a few in the top 25 I'd, like, never seen either. They had... like, a... squirrel I've never seen before. I wish they made, like... I would buy a Nindroid of Bob. Anytime any Animal Crossing characters outside of, like, Tom and Isabelle ever get made, they're always in, like, blind bag packaging. Like, I would buy a nice Bob figure. I would buy an Anka figure, too. Anka's house is so cool. Magby, Bellsprout, Nidoran female. Magby seems like a pretty solid choice. It's always nice to have a good fire type. Yeah, it's weird. Like, Nintendo has so many profitable franchises where if they made more merchandise, they would be raking in the big bucks. And they just, like, don't. There's barely any Pikmin merchandise. Like, Mario got a lot of new figures because of the movie, and, like, that's it. Zelda is very underrepresented in merch. Like, that's just weird to me. I don't know, anytime anybody ever gets merchandise for Animal Crossing, like a specific figure or something, it's always gonna be Isabelle or Tom. Nobody else. I need to go invest in, like, Etsy Bob merchandise. Also, apparently Bob was the first Animal Crossing villager they ever made? I did not know that. That's actually really cool. Yeah, like, I like Tom and Isabelle, but I don't know. They're kind of boring. Give me literally any other character. Bob is a purple cat. See, Nintendo doesn't capitalize on things. If they were really smart, they would have released more Rayman merchandise. That would have gone over very well. Like, all they had to do was put, like, a shirt with Rayman in front of some boxes. Boom. It would have been perfect. Yeah, a lot of the gorillas are really terrible. I don't know, if we're talking like Animal Crossing hot takes, can I tell you a few villagers that I've always... People seem to love them, and they're in the top 25 of this video we're talking about. I actually think two of them were back to back. It's the octopi. Zucker and whatever. It's like, haha, they're food. They're supposed to be like food. I don't like them that much. I love when Groudon comes out of its Pokeball and immediately goes to sleep. That's great. Oh, the mummy dog was in the top 25 too. He's cool. I don't think I ever had a dog on my island. Yeah, Lucky. I like the goth dog one too. There's a few good dog designs. I don't remember her name. Cherry? I want to say it's something like Cherry. Oh, that's a little fella. Squirtle is tiny. I cut out ever having to like go deep diving for villagers I liked by just making my own amiibo cards. What's up, Becca? Are they gonna bring Amiibo back for the Switch too? Or is it just well and truly over? I still remember making all my amiibo for Tears of the Kingdom. I got, like, NFC chips. They're literally like chips. They're like the size of a coin. And programming them and scanning them every day. NFC is the technology in amiibo. That's what enables the Switch to read what type of amiibo you have. And I don't know if maybe it's changed, but if you have an Android phone, you can program your own NFC chips. You can download the bin files and make your own amiibo. And the Joy-Cons have where you can just hover your amiibo over and it will read it. In coin form off of Etsy. Yeah, that absolutely works. People make their own little packages of amiibo and sell them, which is kind of fun. I think I printed out, I made every icon for Tears of the Kingdom and I just printed them on sticker paper. So I knew which ones were which. Because some of the amiibo are... give you better rewards than others. How did Pokemon never get in big on the amiibo stuff, chat? I wonder about that all the time. Like, what happened here? Pokemon made some, like, amiibo-esque figures back for, like, Rumble, and that's it. I mean, you can get Pokemon amiibo from the Smash line, like Charizard, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Greninja, Pokemon Trainer, blah blah blah. But it just doesn't hit the same, you know? As if Pokemon had its own line. Also, Detective Pikachu. The Detective Pikachu amiibo is one of the rarest ones. If you have the Detective Pikachu amiibo, it's actually... you could sell it and make a little pretty penny if you wanted to. Yeah, that's a shame they didn't make Toadette when they had that Mario line. Was it like Mario Party? And you had just like Princess Peach, Bowser, Luigi, blah blah blah. And then they have the wedding amiibos for Odyssey, which are fun. I should have got a Bowser wedding amiibo. The amiibos were always decent-ish quality. Kind of a shame that they just kind of stopped. Outside of Smash. Which now that they released Sora, it's done. That's it. That's it. Alright, let's do one more loop around, chat. This has not been a very successful shiny stream. I gotta... It has to be said. Yeah, I haven't gotten anything today. It'd be like that, you know? It's like when Oshawott showed up and I couldn't get it shiny. Yeah, I did a sandwich too, and it's still betraying. I mean, this Outbreak is shit. Yeah, I spoke too soon. Anyway, shout out to Squirtle. I take everything back. Shout out to Squirtle. My sincere condolences for everything mean I just said. We take these. Well, well, well. Look who finally decided to show up. Oh my goodness gracious. What Pokeball should I use for War Turtle, chat? What's a good one for War Turtle? I'm gonna look at a list real quick. There's a Google Doc that I have that I like to consult on occasion. Dive, Dream, and Master Ball? I don't think I want to... I don't have a Dream... I don't have Dream Ball. Yeah, I guess Dive... This is a tough one. I don't know what really matches this lad. That's a tough one, chat. Cute. Oh, it's timid. Competitive Blastoise, let's go! Alright. Let's evolve this bad boy and I can mark it off my list. Well, I was legitimately about to just stop streaming, so that's good. Congratulations, thanks. Thank you. Thank you so much. I got better. What? Why not? Why did it say no? I don't remember Squirtle's shiny being this vibrant. Like, I remembered the colors, but I didn't think it would be this vibrant. I thought it would be far more subtle, which is why I asked if it was easy to spot. The answer is yes. Squirtle's so cute. Alright, time to evolve, friend. Yeah, that's a good Gen 1. That's a good Gen 1er down. That's all the Gen 1 starters for me, actually. So the only ones I need left on the first page for Gen 1, Kakuna, Beedrill, Raticate, Spearow, and Fearow. Yeah, Wartortle is so much more purple. Whee! Look at the way its tail swishes back and forth. Wartortle's great. I love the wings, dude. They should do Paradox Wartortle where it's like Apollo or something. Blastoise losing the tail and the wings is such a shame. And the sharp teeth. Wartortle's so fun. Truly one of the all-time greats. That's my goat right there. Well, sheesh, Squirrel took me quite a bit of time, but, hey. I got it, so... I got it. We're almost done with Shiny Box 16, chat. Holy moly. There's a lot of good ones in here. There are a lot of good ones in here. Yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the follows. If you're new here, check out the Discord. You can share your own shinies in there. Shout out to the YouTube viewers. I appreciate y'all. And yeah, we'll be back this weekend for probably Conquest and then maybe Dynamax? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the vibes be. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. And I'll see you all later. Booper bless. Good night. Bye.